Good morning, everyone. Well, today the big story in Iowa is absolutely the heat. Just an awful afternoon expected as far as the temperatures go. Look at the feels like temperatures that we're expecting this afternoon. Everywhere in the state, we're expecting feels like temperatures to top out in the triple digits. But in some spots, we're talking about feels like temperatures getting close to 110. And it looks like one of the hottest places is going to be Sioux City. The forecasted feels like temperature this afternoon, 109. Just incredible. But look how many places above 105, even Waterloo, 106, Des Moines, 108, Mason City, 104. And the coolest it's going to be this afternoon, places like Davenport, Dubuque, where a warm front is finishing up working over this part of the state this morning. That's the only thing saving you from feels like temperatures around 105. But low triple digits, that's hot enough. Now, if you're looking for some good news this afternoon, it is going to be breezy across the state. That's better than no wind. It only helps so much, but look for wind gusts 20, 25 miles per hour no matter where you are in the state. Now, fortunately, tonight and tomorrow morning, we are going to get a cold front. So tomorrow is cooler. Though I have to say, it's not going to be cool tomorrow afternoon, but thank goodness we're not seeing the triple digits anymore, though some places, I think particularly in the eastern part of the state, could get awfully close. I still think there are going to be a number of locations that still see those feels like temperatures in the upper 90s. Most, though, probably in the mid 90s. And again, above normal for this time of year, but better than today as far as the wind situation for tomorrow. So about the same in the central and western part of the state. Still just going to call it breezy. But I do think the winds will pick up a little bit for eastern Iowa as that cold front finishes working up over us. So I do think, particularly for places like the Quad Cities, wind gusts getting up to around 30 miles per hour. Let's talk about rain chances. So as the warm front finishes working up over the northeastern part of the state, do have to keep the smallest of chances in early this morning for a few stray showers, maybe a stray storm, but the chance is awfully small and limited to the northeastern part of the state. Quad Cities on up towards the Dubuque area. And by late morning, the warm front clear of us, and we'll just be baking in the heat. So when does the rain chance come back? It looks like the afternoon hours are going to be completely dry, really hot, breezy across the state. But in the evening hours, our western part of the state, as early as about 8 o'clock for the Sioux City area, I do think we'll see a new area of showers and storms start to push in. And for the northwestern part of the state, do have to mention the small chance for severe storms. I do think most likely it's just going to be heavy rain and lightning, but do have to mention the chance for some damaging wind and hail during the evening hours. Notice even when we jump ahead to 11 o'clock, the rain kind of stays in the same area. By the time the rain starts to leave the northwestern part of the state and move to other places, as the cold front itself actually pushes in, because this is going to be initially during the evening hours activity ahead of the front. This will be the actual front moving in late tonight. It's probably going to be mostly showers by the time we get to 2 a.m., maybe some weak storms with the severe threat going away. So for the evening hours tonight, the severe threat definitely limited to the northwestern corner of the state. So leaving the chance in for Sioux City, Storm Lake, Spencer, but Mason City not included, Denison technically not included, though close. But in this area shaded in green, most likely we're just going to see heavy rain and light. But we got to keep the chance in there. Worst case scenario, maybe seeing some wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and perhaps some penny-sized hail. That should be the far northwestern corner where any of that is limited to. So let's jump ahead now to tomorrow morning, starting at 8 a.m. And I still think the best chance of rain is going to be the central and western part of the state, though this will just be showers and weak storms at this point. However, just as the front finishes clearing us, we might see the activity get enhanced just a little bit. And we're going to get a better chance for storms, it looks like, particularly for places like Burlington and the Quad Cities. This will be the one the front is working over you. And in general, it looks like the late morning hours are going to be the best chance of rain across eastern Iowa. And the activity already starting to back off for the western part of the state. By the time we get into the early afternoon, it looks like the chance for severe storms, because that leading edge of the front where the potentially stronger storms will be off to the east, but still a good chance of rain across the eastern part of the state, but really seeing things dry out, particularly in the northwestern part of the state. And by late afternoon, we're talking about just lingering isolated showers and a couple weak storms for the eastern part of the state, probably already done with the rain chance for the western half of the state. And really, the severe threat is going to be limited to the far southeastern corner of the state for tomorrow. So the opposite of what we're going to see this evening. And we'll keep the chance for these storms very late morning hours, really around lunchtime. Burlington, Quad Cities notice just being included in the level 1 threat, the marginal risk. So for Burlington, Davenport, Muscatine, most likely as the front works over us, particularly around 11 a.m. noon tomorrow, it's just going to be heavy rain and lightning, but we'll keep a small chance in there that perhaps we can see a couple of storms pop up that could produce 50-mile-per-hour winds and dime-size hail. Look for an update tomorrow morning.